about Toledo is that you have the opportunity to really make a difference in the community. You know, it's small enough of a city that, you know, if you have the willpower and the creativity to do something in Toledo, like there's always a way to do that.
The days where you think like Toledo's full of people who don't care, the parks are funded by voters and their tax money. I mean, that's not like something that got paid for once and it's ours now. Like, we care about it all the time. So that gives me hope. And the library system is another one of those things that you can depend on Toledo's taxpayers to care about every time it comes around.
Great.
So even when they don't care about the schools or global warming or, you know, whatever else, at least, you know, you can go to the library and go to the park anyway. So those are the top things for sure.
We have people like who are genuinely passionate about this city and are making change. That's what I like.
For me, hands down, the best thing about Toledo is how people come together in order to respond to various kinds of needs. In the things that I do with my life, I get to collaborate with all kinds of agencies, ministries, organizations, corporations that work especially in areas of poverty and homelessness. And the level of cooperation that we have is exceptional. And in fact, in Chicago earlier this year at a national conference for street papers, people from New York, Chicago, Atlanta, LA were talking about how we do that here and wanting to know how we've succeeded in having a level of collaboration instead of competition between organizations like that. To me, that's the best thing about the city.
The city of Toledo got diversity. Diversity of people, diversity of culture, people with different backgrounds. Like myself now, you know, by my accent, you know I'm not from here, yet I am here. I've been here for 10 years, so I'm a Toledo. But every time I meet people, they will ask me, because of my accent, where are you from? So, well, it's a rich, it's a way of starting conversation. Then I'll tell them my background from the Congo and where I've been working with United Nations, UNESCO in Paris, in China, India. And then everybody will stop and say, oh, why did you come to Toledo? Why did you choose Toledo? I said, what's wrong with Toledo? It's nice people, nice class museum, first class zoo.
People are not afraid to be obese here. There are plenty of places to eat, and for gentlemen like myself, it's fantastic. But no, my favorite thing about Toledo is that someone once said to me, working for newspapers, are there actually enough arts events to cover on a daily basis? And yes, there are, and that's my favorite.
What I like most about it is that it's raw, it's gritty, it's real, it's it's abandoned factories and empty buildings, and there's a weird duality of kind of like the haunting ghosts of what used to make this city great, and then the potential and everything that lies inside of that can make it great again. I think it's really exciting. That's my favorite thing about it. And within that, just the people that see that and are taking it and running with it, and realizing that just because you're not in a big city doesn't mean you can't do big things. It actually is more empowering here.
What do you like most about the city of Toledo?
That it's not a pretentious place. You pretty much know what you're getting with people, and spent a lot of my childhood here and been kind of all over the city, know folks in every part, so pretty comfortable. You can kind of go anywhere in Toledo and feel kind of at home.
I like how Toledo has so many different varieties of things, like different restaurants and schools, and we have really awesome sports teams and just different other combinations of coffee shops and sports bars.
Okay, what I love about Toledo is the sense of community. You know, people really get along and they sincerely care about each other. And I've lived in different parts of the country. I've lived in New York and I've lived in Toronto, and I have to say that Toledo really soars above everybody in terms of their sense of hospitality. You know, it doesn't matter who you are, what color you are, what your background is, how much money you make, how much money you don't make. You know, when you come to Toledo and when you live in Toledo, you really feel like you're at home.
I definitely like the poetry readings here at the ground level and the local daily garden. They're very entertaining. Since we discovered it, it's very village of West Soul E-zones. Love it.